everyone. Welcome to Project 24. I'm Adrian. Give us a like and subscribe on our channel. And yeah, we'll get started here. Just wanted to acknowledge something kind of important to our society, I guess, to us as people. Today is Bell Let's Talk Day. So I just wanted to acknowledge this because it's obviously very important. Today, obviously, we acknowledge, bring awareness to mental health, and we shouldn't just have today as just thinking about it today only. Mental health is something that has to be taken seriously 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Um, for a long time when I was younger, I didn't realize the seriousness of mental health until it started to really affect people around me, like my friends and my family, even myself. At one started, and I started to realize how serious it really is and why they bring a lot of awareness to it. And just for anyone out there that is suffering, that is going through a lot of anxiety, uh, just let you know that there's always going to be someone here for you. You're always loved, and it's don't worry. I know it's tough, but we're all in it together. Because a lot of people nowadays, we have a lot of anxiety with our lives, especially with these really strict lockdowns going on in our country, around the world. There's a lot of depression, sadly. And also, just again, just some advice for those, just for my personal experience, don't self-medicate yourself, because that's when it's going to just put you in a really dark hole, and it's not going to make you happier. It's going to make you feel worse, and you'll start to decline more physically and mentally as it goes on. The more you let it go on, and just always, again, just always check up on your friends, your family, check up on your homies. You never know, even if they hide stuff. It's also, don't ever feel afraid of talking about it too, because being having depression or anxiety doesn't make you a weak person. It never has been like that, and it never will be. It's an illness, not a weakness. And getting help from others and seeking help will only make it better, even though it's really hard to do. Been there, done that. Trust me, I know it's really hard to do that. It's hard to talk to people when you're in a certain state of mind, and it affects you on a daily basis, where it's hard to even explain sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard to explain, and yeah, it's really sad state we're at in this world right now, and people are very depressed with what's going on. Even me, like sometimes I have my days too. Like, I mean, I still have my days that I go through where I have trouble, but just gotta stay strong, and that's all you can do, right? That's all you can do. Just be strong, and remember that you're loved. You have people that love you and care about you. And if you ever need someone to go to, you have family and friends, and they'll always be willing to listen, willing to make you feel better. So I just hope everyone's having a good day. It's really cold, really, really cold out today, so that's not going to really help people's mental health, especially around this time of the year. The winter is a lot harder to deal with anxiety and depression. Weather sucks. Gets dark really early, and yeah, those things are very discouraging. But remember, again, it's just temporary. Um, yeah, then that's all I wanted. Just wanted to open up with that, and anybody personally that wants to talk to me, my DMs are always open. You can, for those of you who have my number, you can text me, call me, whatever. I'll listen. I'll listen. I'll probably share stories about myself with you too. We can kind of share stories, and help each other get through this, you know. And just remember that you're always loved. Always gonna have people in your corner, even though there's most days feels like there's nobody in your corner. I've been there, but just remember, there's always people in your corner, no matter what. People always care about you. So, anyways, I wanted to just acknowledge that and bring awareness to that today. But yeah, we got a lot of sports news today. Um, pretty busy, pretty busy couple of days though. I mean, you got some boxing action going on. You got Jake Paul and Ben Askren, former MMA or UFC fighter and wrestler, doing a boxing match with Jake Paul. It's gonna be kind of interesting. I mean, he's retired. Ben Askren's a retired UFC fighter. Um, he agreed to the fight. It's kind of just interesting though. Like I've just been thinking about it lately. Like, I mean, Jake Paul. I know he's YouTube boxing. I was talking about it in like last episode or the episode before that about how it told the whole cheapening the whole term of professional boxing. But how I think of it is how I don't even know what to explain. Like, how do you? What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck it, man. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just losing thoughts. But yeah. Like again, Jake, man. I just gotta. I just gotta fucking say, man, Jake. You always talking about how people keep on sleeping on you and sleeping on your talents, and I'm like, yeah, that may be true, but start fighting these big name boxers. Like start fighting like elite names. Your name, your brand and your name's getting bigger by the month. Start fighting bigger names if you want that respect in the boxing world, in the boxing community, in the fighting community, in the fight community, I mean, sorry. That's how you're going to get the respect. You start fighting big people, not just people with barely any experience, like little to no. Like, I mean, Nate Robinson, yeah, that was a pretty freaking awesome knockout. I'm not gonna lie, he kicked the shit out of him, but like, he fucked him up. But like, Nate Robinson's not a boxer. He was a professional basketball player, ex-professional basketball player, might I say. Big fan of him when he was on the Knicks, though. But I wasn't a boxer. I knew Nate was gonna get his ass kicked the fucking second that I heard the fight. I was like, Nate Robinson. What? I used to watch that guy in the dunk contests when I was a kid. And used to freaking dunk on Dwight Howard and fucking win the dunk contest 3 years in a row. Like, boxer? The fuck? That was my first fucking reaction. What the fuck? What? Again, Jake, again, you got potential to be something so good. And you are really good at what you do. But you gotta start looking at these big names, dude. It's the only way you're gonna do it. It's the only way you're gonna get that respect. Fight these big names, you win, and you get the recognition, you get the credit, whatever you want to call it. Um, Look at Ryan Garcia. He's fighting Manny Pacquiao. Smaller, Ryan Garcia is a good fighter, good potential. He's just kind of getting into the fight game, Um, the kid's got some hands though. Holy crap. I don't know how that fight's gonna fare out though. Pacquiao's um Pacquiao's an older fighter now, man. Like, I mean, I thought he was retired too after fucking when he fucked up Adrian Broner a couple years ago. He fucking fucked him up there. I thought he was done. I thought he said he was done, but I guess things change. Maybe he misses it. I don't know. But that's gonna be an interesting fight. I mean, obviously Ryan's a lot younger than him, so I don't know. I think I gotta give Ryan the edge on that. But like again, Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao's. Who knows? Anything's possible. That's gonna be pretty sweet. I think that fight is later on this year. I can't remember the exact date, but that's gonna be a good fucking fight. Um, yeah. No, it's oh, another thing too, like what like Jake Paul, like bro, you talking about Dylan Dennis. Like Dylan Dennis is a fighter. That guy's a legit fighter. He's got experience. Why haven't you signed a deal with him yet? Why did you go to Ben Askren, who's never boxed before? Um, and you're going to fucking you're talking shit with Dylan Dennis here back and forth. Is that just like a whole publicity thing? Or is it just you're just clout chasing? You guys are just clout chasing for your career, your social media careers. Like, what are you doing? Guys talking shit. Jake's going to his fucking gym and throwing toilet paper at him and his fucking Jeep. Like, come on, man. You can just sign the paper. Somebody, like Dylan Dennis, bro. Stop being a bitch. Sign the fucking paper, man. Fuck. Guys are talking so much, but like nothing happens. Even like Jake and Connor, bro. Connor, man, I don't know. It was supposedly $50 million on the fucking line with that one. But I don't know, man. Now apparently I'm hearing it's like less than like something like 10,000. I don't even know if that's true. That was just a rumor. I don't know. That's gonna be weird. I don't even Connor. I don't know what's gonna happen with him now. It's a little bit of a crossroads. He says he's not done, so I mean, he's probably gonna take some more time off and maybe get ready because he did not look prepared for that fight the other day, the other last week. I mean, sorry, Saturday night. Did not look prepared. Dustin Poirier, give the man credit. Like I said before, like he really prepared for that fight. He really changed his mechanisms, his form. He became a better fighter overall since the last one. Just watching clips from the one in 2014 compared to that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird shit going on in the fight game there, but it's gonna be pretty lit. So yeah, I mean, more Jays news. I mean, George Springer finally had his press conference yesterday, which is pretty sweet to see. He finally got picked out his jersey and everything, and he looks good in a Jays jersey. I won't lie, wearing a cap and everything. He looks ready to go. Looks ready to go. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. It's going to be a big fucking addition for them. It's going to put them right above where they are now. So it's gonna be good. I mean, they made another trade yesterday. They got Steven Matz from the Mets for Sean Reed Foley. He's a little bit iffy about that one. Josh Winkowski and Yenzi Diaz. I mean, I've heard good things about Steven Matz for apparently 2018 and 19. He was very effective. I think he was in the bullpen. Effective player. Uh 6 major league seasons. Yeah, so 4.35 ERA, 552 strikeouts, 579 and two-thirds innings, and 6 major league seasons, all with the Mets. That's not bad. I mean, he's done pretty good for one team. That's a pretty good ride. Yeah, I don't know. The Jays have been pretty busy lately, and then they got Marcus Semien on Tuesday night. He was a free agent. He was with the A's before. I think he was a runner-up for MVP a few years ago. I like that signing though. Um, he's a shortstop though. It's a little bit strange, but I heard he can play third and he can play second. So I mean, you can kind of move him around the field, which is good. It's just a little bit. That one's like again, it's a good signing because it's good to have the Jays have like a productive veteran in the infielder. Sorry, in the infield. Sorry, infield. Fuck. It's good to see the Jays are getting signing a productive guy in the infield, veteran especially. Travis Shaw didn't really work out. He was doo doo. No offense to him, but he was doo doo. I thought maybe he would bounce back. You know, he had a couple of 30+ home run seasons with Milwaukee in the past, and I was like, I was pretty excited for that signing. It's low risk, maybe. You know, maybe he might do well, but you know, sometimes some players are washed up, and it is what it is, right? So they have like a good run for a while, but no, Marcus Semien. I mean, he's what third? He was third runner up. And someone was telling me the other day for MVP in 2019. So I mean, guy's good. The guy's good. He's 30, so he's not too old, but he's not like really young. But he's still in a good time of his career. So I don't know. It's just weird though because so with him being a shortstop, what do they obviously Bo Bichette's not going anywhere. He's not moving. I would be really um upset if they put Bichette somewhere else on the they put him at second or third. Bichette fits perfectly in shortstop, so I don't think they move Bichette. Biggio even too. Like I've been hearing maybe they play Simeon at second, Biggio at third, and Vlad at first. Like again, I don't know how I feel about that because like if you're just gonna have Simeon for 1 year, why are you gonna fuck up the potential of this team, right? Because you want to have originally the plan was Biggio second, Bichette shortstop, and Vlad at third, which personally I like because again Vlad has lost like over 30 pounds this offseason, and he's built like a third baseman now, so he can play third base every day and stay healthy and not make errors on the defensive side of the ball. So I think that I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird. I hope they at least. I hope they just they haven't completely um, given up on Vlad playing third base because I mean, look at it. He's in good shape now. Give it a try. What you got to lose, right? Um, I don't know. Like I didn't love him at first. I mean, sorry, at first base. Like, yeah, he was good. I mean, he scoops the ball decently. I mean, he obviously had the build of a first baseman, big boy. But nah, man, personally I think I like Vlad better at third. But we'll see. I don't know. It's just not I don't know if it's really worth messing up the development of the team. The infield, I mean, sorry. Just for, having Marcus Semien for 1 year when you could be playing Vlad at third and maybe put Tellez back at first instead of DHing him. Um Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Biggio's good at second. I mean, Biggio can play really almost anywhere on the field. He can play outfield too. I think he played a couple innings in the outfield last year. I saw it was a little bizarre. You can play anywhere though. It's good to have him. You can fill the gaps for injuries and things like that. But personally, I'd rather keep Biggio at second, Bichette shortstop, Vlad at third. But I mean, it's worth the experiment for maybe full half a season, maybe have Vlad play first, see how he plays, see how his errors. If he's not coughing up the ball, I mean, like defensively, he's not making mistakes, then maybe it might work. But like again, is it long term? Is it the best thing to do for him? That's a decision they have to make. This Jays. They have a lot of tough decisions to make. This coming year with a lot of their roster players. Um, their outfield's very, very crammed. Like I was saying the other day about maybe trading Teoscar. Like I kind of take that back actually, because I was thinking about this. Wouldn't it make more sense? This is probably what the best thing would have been. Left field, you have Gurriel. Obviously, he's a lock down there. Now you got George Springer in center, Teoscar in right, Vlad at third, Bichette shortstop, Biggio second, and Tellez at first, and make Grichuk to DH. I just thought about the other day. Why don't you just make Grichuk a DH? Grichuk's has got I mean he's a power hitter. Most DHs are meant to be power hitters. Obviously don't let him play in the right field. Give Tio some days off. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's kind of weird what's going on, but really tough decisions they got to make this year. We'll see how they play though. Either way, I mean their pitching's gotten better. Um, don't think it's gonna happen though, but love to see Trevor Bauer in a Jays uniform. Would absolutely love to see that guy in a Jays uniform. Yeah, love to see him in a Jays uniform, but I don't know if it's gonna happen for what he's asking for. I think he was asking for like almost 40 mil a year, I think, something like that. It's a little bit too much there, brother. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard to pay players that much. I mean, Springer got his money, Springer got his money there, but not a lot of teams, especially like all sports. I mean, it's a little bit weird this year. Not a lot of teams have money. Like can't like even the NHL. There wasn't really any like long like 8-year contracts. Usually on free agency, first day of like free agent frenzy, you always get those crazy contracts. But like there was none of that in the NHL this year. They were very like conservative with that actually. I think like Alex Petrangelo was like the biggest fish this year in the sea, the free agent pond or the pool. And I think he only got like a 2 or 3 year deal, if I'm correct. I thought maybe he would be a one, you sign like more like 8 years, because obviously what he's done in his career with the Blues, winning a cup, being a captain, it's weird. It's different. Different times this year, even like with the player development and just their overall stock level. I wouldn't even count last year really as anything, especially for baseball. Baseball, they barely had a season, and a lot of these guys didn't even play. There was no minor leagues. And like that's why I'm just fucking shit pisses me off this COVID crap. Like it's literally fucking everything up. Even these guys that are trying to like keep their fucking jobs in their sports, not just people trying to keep their jobs in their businesses, small businesses trying to keep them open, but it's these guys trying to keep their sport, their careers in their sport and their trade alive. And it's got to be fucking frustrating. Um, Not being able to be on the field or even be on the ice, because the American Hockey League, those are the minor league, and the ECHL too, the hockey leagues there, they folded. The NHL was the only one that stayed open, and all these guys just not getting ice, not getting on the ice, and it's gotta be fucking horrible feeling. Um, it's the worst. Baseball players, like, they completely canceled minor league ball this year. Like, a lot of these guys are just sitting, not playing any ball, and it's gonna affect their stock, right? When they're not playing in games, you're not playing in any fucking games. Like, you're not gonna develop. Like, it's man. Hopefully this shit ends soon. I really fucking hope so. But yeah. I mean, it's another. My eyes were I was a little bit mind boggled by this one too, actually. Um, Jim Rutherford, Penguins GM there. He stepped down yesterday. There's some personal issues. I really hope he's okay. I hope his family and his wife or whatever. I hope they're all okay. But that came as a surprise to me. Um, Jim Rutherford is very well respected in the hockey world for them. I mean, shit, he's won 3 cups as a general manager. That was just a little bit of a surprise to me. I mean, he made a lot of trades. I was just looking up his trade stuff the other day. All his like trades in his GM, like most of his career. Pittsburgh, he made a shit ton of trades. Obviously, like his best one, I personally, in my opinion, his best trade was the Kessel trade. Bringing him to Pittsburgh, didn't really have to give up much for him, and yeah, that one was really good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know, like he was a weird, like he's a weird one too. His best trade, okay, his 2 best trades in my honest and humble opinion, 2 best trades were the Kessel trade. They got Kessel, Tim Erickson, Tyler Biggs, and a conditional second. They got that from Toronto, and then they gave Scott Harrington, Nick Spalling, Kasperi Kapanen, and a 2016 conditional first and 2016 third rounder. I mean, obviously, Kessel was very instrumental in their back-to-back cups. He really proved the hockey world and all the doubters, proved them real wrong. Like, really proved them wrong. I felt bad for Phil for a while though. Toronto media really treated him like shit for everything he did for that team. He was consistently scoring 30 plus goals a year, which with the Maple Leafs back then, back in the early 2010s. um, with little to no talent around him. Never had any top line center, like any elite centers, how like giving him the puck. I mean, again, I like Tyler Bozak. I've always liked Bozak, but like not an elite. You know, he's not an elite center. He's not your top. He's not a top line guy. He's a good second or third at best. It's like a fringe second liner even. Excuse me, but yeah, that one was a good trade. He was obviously. I personally think he should have won the Conn Smythe in 2016. He was Pittsburgh's best player in that whole playoff run. I was fucking shocked when Crosby. I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I was like kind of disappointed that Crosby got the Conn Smythe. It's obviously because fucking captain and Sidney Crosby. He's obviously gonna get it over anybody else, but shouldn't have gotten it. It should have been Kessel. Um, Another trade that I liked by Jim Rutherford was the James Neal for Patrick Hornquist trade. That one, personally, back then, which was 2014, July 2014, I was like, wow, trade James Neal, one of your like natural goal scorer, sniper, just trade him away like that. And then like Patrick Hornquist was like, yeah, Hornquist is good, but not a, I didn't think he was really like anything great, but man, was I wrong. Honestly a big fan of Patrick Hornquist. He's that guy's a man. I just love hockey players like Hornquist, sorry. Um, he's not really the fastest skater, but you know what? He's got skill. He always goes in front of the net. He always goes in the dirty areas, and that's where he scores a lot of his goals. But at the same time, again, he does have skill, right? He on Pittsburgh, he became a very versatile and useful player. Putting with I think it was Malkin, I think they put on his line. From when I used to watch some games back then. Yeah, no, I think personally, I mean, Nashville got James Neal, obviously very good player for them, but hey, fuck, never mind. Hornquist scored the Stanley Cup winning goal for Pittsburgh 2017 against his former team. Like a minute left in the third, I remember that. I was like, wow. Couldn't believe that. Scored the golden goal, but no, now Patrick Hornquist is on Panthers now. He's doing really well over there. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, wherever he goes, that guy is so successful. He's so fucking good. Um, Again, he's just well, like that's just like the like one of my favorite hockey players, like styles like that. He's got skill, and he gets in front of the net and scores in the dirty areas all the time. He's gritty too. Can't go wrong with that. Um, yeah, there's what else we got here? We got Ron. Yeah, the Ron Hainsey trade was good. It was more for just because just respecting a veteran like Ron Hainsey who played in the league for so long, and I finally got him that Stanley Cup by making that trade for him. That was pretty cool to see. I won't lie, I was pretty happy. Former Montreal Canadian there, Ron Hainsey. I was happy to see him get that Stanley Cup. Uh, John Marino signing rights from Edmonton. Wow, yeah, that's actually a good trade too. John Marino's a really good young defenseman on the Pittsburgh now, and I'm a big fan of that kid too. He's a defensive game is a little bit of an issue, maybe. From what I've heard, he's not really good defensively. From what Penguins fans are saying on Twitter, but again, he moves the puck well, and he's become a serviceable player, so you can't go wrong with that. Signed him long term recently, a couple of weeks ago, I think. Also, two good trades too. Again, getting Kessel and then acquiring Benino from Vancouver for Brandon Sutter. Justin Schultz trade from Edmonton for a third rounder, and also getting Carl Hagelin from what was the team? Was it Anaheim? Yeah, Carl Hagelin for Perron, David Perron. That's right. And he started the whole HBK line that was like huge. That was arguably Pittsburgh's best line in 2016 was the HBK line. That line was so sick. I remember watching games and those three would just dominate. Benino was just what was such just he's kind of fallen off the map a little bit. His stock's kind of dropped, but one of the best two-way centers in the league at the time. Hagelin's just fucking speed on top of fucking speed. Guy can move. And obviously you got Kessel, who's got skill. Just shoot the damn puck and snipes the top cheese every time. That line was really cool to watch. Not gonna lie, pretty weird that they're all gone now, all three of them. Yeah, I mean, they made some. Like Jim Rutherford was good, but he did a lot of bad fucking trades too. A lot of bad fucking trades. The one this past fall, reacquiring fucking Kasperi Kapanen. He traded a first round pick for him. That was so bad. I couldn't believe that. Let me look that up. Let me just see the exact trade. I was like, what? Okay, so we got Pontus Aberg. He's not bad. Kasperi Kapanen and Jesper Lindgren going to Pittsburgh in exchange for David Borofsky, Evan Rodriguez, Philip Hallandler, and Pittsburgh's 2020 first round pick, which was 15th overall. Oh, that was bad. That was so fucking bad. I don't know why he did that. I don't get it. Again, I like Kapanen too. Even when Kapanen was on the Leafs, I won't lie, I liked him, but he's like a fringe second liner. If you put him with the right players, he could probably play first line, but he's not gonna be able to compete against like the top like lines every fucking night. For a first rounder though, God, that was so bad. That's what I mean. Like Rutherford did so many good trades and like things for Pittsburgh, but oh man, they've got no prospect pool now. Like they've got like nothing really as it is right now. Their team's very mediocre, average at best. And that kind of reflects on him, right? And he's made a lot of bad trades too. Like again, like it's the Kapanen trade, even the Kessel trade to Arizona wasn't exactly the greatest. They only got Galchenyuk and fuck man. They got Galchenyuk and Galchenyuk didn't even last half a season there. Let me pull up that exact trade though. Oh yeah, so Arizona got Kessel, Dane Burks, I don't know who the fuck that is, for Alex Galchenyuk and P.O. Joseph. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, he's not bad. Not a superstar player. Could have definitely gotten a lot more for him. Galchenyuk didn't even last like a whole fucking season. He lasted maybe half a year. By the trade deadline last year, he was gone. Man. I mean, Kessel hasn't really been the greatest with the Coyotes too. He had an off year last year, kind of surprising. He is getting older though. I mean, he is like kind of well into his 30s, and his legs are probably starting to go. His legs were what made him so successful. Is why he's so quick. Obviously, kind of a stupid point, but yeah, I don't know, man. That was a really bad trade. Another one that really made me scratch my head back then was giving up a first rounder for Ryan Reeves, giving St. Louis a first rounder for Ryan Reeves. That was stupid. I love Revo, man. Revo's a gangster, but like he's not worth a fucking first rounder. Come on, be better. There's Erica Branson for Tanner Pearson. Oof, Branson's awful. Now Branson's is a journeyman defenseman now. He was drafted third overall by the Panthers and just never did anything with his career. Sucks, but I liked him back then. He's physical, he hits hard, but that's all he can do. He's not very fast on his feet. I don't know why he went third, but beats me. Oh yeah, the Ben Lovejoy trade for Simone Dupre. That one was pretty bad at the time, and instantly it was bad. But it didn't really matter because again, Pittsburgh won the cup that year. They didn't, Dupre was good for like a year and a half for Anaheim, and then just that was it. So, oh yeah, and the last one for. There's so many trades made. I can't go through all of them, but Fucking trading Hornqvist to Florida. I wasn't really crazy about that one either. I was like, why? I mean, they got Michael Matheson out of that. Matheson's a good defenseman. He's not amazing. He's a good defenseman, but again, trading Hornqvist, and he was really upset apparently about that trade. I don't blame him. After everything he's done for that team, just for them to be like, oh yeah, we don't need you anymore. Yeah, we don't need you anymore. Fuck you. I'd be pissed off too. Apparently, I saw there was a picture on Twitter that somebody that lived on his neighborhood in Pittsburgh saw all his Pittsburgh hockey gear, like with the hockey pants and shit, just his bag just thrown on his front yard. Just threw it on his front yard. Said, "Fuck this team." Oh fuck! I don't blame him though. That's kind of a disrespectful thing to do, but again, these sports, it's all a business. That's all it is. Again, you do your time with the team, and then they just tell you that's it, and what can you do? So it is that. Yeah, I hope. All in all, though, I really hope Jim Rutherford's okay though. All seriousness. Um, yeah. Oh, he said it was personal reasons, quote unquote. So hope he's okay. Don't want to wish anything bad on anybody for sure. We're all humans, you know. We all have emotions and things, right? So yeah, no. Hope Jim Rutherford. Hope you're doing okay. Take some time off, be with your family if you have to. That's fine. You know, a lot of people are doing that right now, and yeah, that's all good, man. Um, I don't know if you guys heard about more hockey stuff. You heard about the NWHL with Barstool Sports. That was Erica Nardini, who is the CEO of Barstool Sports. She has been a pretty big advocate of promoting women's hockey. Obviously, her being a woman and her being a very big hockey fan. She plays the sport. She watches it all the time. Like she's a big hockey nut, like a lot of us are, which is good. Which is good. It was cool. Um, so yeah, and she's even had players in the league on her podcast. I think it's called the Token CEO or something like that. She has her own podcast. It's obviously sponsored with Barstool, not sponsored, but it's a Barstool Sports podcast. And she's had players in the league, NWHL, and some journalists, some female hockey journalists, wrote some articles over the weekend saying like how the NWHL should not be taking Barstool as like, you know, they're kind of like their advocate to help grow their game. And like obviously the fucking Twitter cancel culture mob came at a fucking full force and just did not hold back any punches. And you guys know how it fucking goes with these fucking people. Just, oh God. I just don't get it. So this might piss off some people, but I'm allowed to have an opinion. So the one chance this league had to improve their branding, to make them popular, to improve their overall brand recognition, like branding, like not brand recognition, but like branding as a whole. Like Erica Nardini was not taking any money for this. She was just doing this because of the love of the game. She just loved hockey so much. She's like, I want to promote this. Being a woman, I want to promote this league and show people that women's hockey has you know, women's hockey is great, which it is. I watch women's hockey too. Like I watch the Olympics. I even tune into some of these NWHL games and CWHL games. I tune in whenever they're on TV just to check the girls out, to see how they're playing, and happy, you know, support them, you know, because they deserve a voice, like not a voice, but they also deserve some recognition as well because they're athletes too. They're better. Fuck, they can skate better than me. That's for sure. But man. And then the freaking NWHL, the fucking commissioner, just caves to the mob, caves to the cancel culture mob. Unbelievable. So now they want nothing to do with Erica and Barstool Sports or anybody from that company. So let let me make this clear. Again, she is the CEO of the company. Everyone's their accusations against Barstool is sexism and racism and all these other things. Like, again, you can have your opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but this is Barstool has great content. Barstool Sports has is so big now. I've been honestly, I'm still a fan. I'm still a big stoolie, as they call it. I'm a stoolie. I've been a stoolie for like 6 years now, and I don't know what it is. They just they have good content. They have they have good podcasts. Their jokes are pretty funny. Like, I mean, they're one of the few that still make like jokes, like, like jokes that are funny. They're like they don't care. Like, how can they be sexist if the CEO of the company is a woman? And I think like something I heard from them, like three of their four top executives are females. It's Dave Portnoy, and then the other three execs that are like the same level as him are are females. And how? And they employ so many women in that company. There's so many women that work for that company, and they have podcasts that have many women. That, like, look at the Caller Daddy podcast. That's like they're freaking huge. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie too. I've tuned into it a couple times too. It's good content. Like, it's good content. It's funny. Like, they're good. They're good vibes. Like, what they're doing over there. Like, Dave Portnoy is like, bro. He is who he is. Yeah, he's a bit. He comes off really cocky, but like, the guy's done so well for himself. He turned. I remember him telling in '03, Barstool Sports started off as a like a sports newspaper. He said he was writing these newspapers in his mom's basement or something like that. And he turned that into almost a $1 billion company. $1 billion. I can't believe it. And you know why? I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys why Dave Portnoy is still on top of the world. And again, Barstool's had so many controversies over the years. Just so many. You know why? Do you know why he's so successful? Because he does not apologize to these fucking sensitive fucks. That's why. He doesn't apologize to them. He protects his brand at all costs. And you don't give these fucking assholes a voice, they're not gonna attack you. They're not gonna cancel. You're not gonna get canceled if you fight back to the mob. I'm telling you, all these corporate America has turned into a bunch of pussies where they let these fucking sensitive people run their companies for them, just with their tweets canceling them. That's not okay. Stick up for your brand. Stick up for your brand. Look at him. He doesn't apologize to anybody. And look how successfully, look how rich he is. If anything, all that controversy in the past has made his brand bigger because he doesn't apologize and he fights back. He fights for Barstool. He fights for his employees. He fights for his fans. Most importantly, they fight for their fans. Again, the one fucking chance this league had to help their popularity, and they just threw it in the garbage. They threw it in the garbage. That's it. I don't know what to say to that, but anyways, this is Adrian here. Kind of finished my rant, but this is all the time we have today. It's going on 46 minutes, starting to get a little bit long. I don't want to be too long. Try to keep these episodes at a decent time, so the audience doesn't lose their interest. I get it. Podcasts can be long and you lose interest. I get it. But anyways, this is Adrian, and this is Project 24. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And again, Bell, let's talk day. Let's not forget about our friends and our family that may be suffering. Let's always look up for them. Look out for them. Check up on them. Always be there. Always be the helping hand. And that's my message for today. And again, this is Project 24, and we are signing off.